You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Samantha, Juanita, Sharon, Kim, Carol, Treva, Lydia, Sandra, Margaret, Pamela, Ronell, Jen, Bobby, Sandy, Amy, Georgianne, Ellen, Vicky, LaShawn, Elston, Shamina, Deidre, Deanne, Tammy, Michelle, Yessie, Lydia, Tina, Sandra, Janice, Gloria, Beth Ann, Mouse Baby, Barbie, Kelly, George, Jody, David, Nina, Bobby, Jane, Amanda, Monica, Carol, Althea, and Deborah. A huge thank you to my co-sponsors. You guys are awesome. Good morning. It's Melody Lane, and today I'm not answering any of your questions. I was thinking, how am I going to do this? Okay, first, we are live on Twitch, we are live on YouTube, we are live on Facebook, and good morning, everybody on Facebook. I'm not seeing the Facebook. I'm seeing the Facebook chat, but I'm not seeing it go over to YouTube yet. So every Saturday we do a giveaway. This one is going to be for a $15 gift card. And because I'm not seeing the chat in the Facebook chat, in the YouTube chat, you do enter, you do have to be in the chat. So you have to be in the YouTube chat to enter this one. And that's at youtube.com/melodylane on the live video. So if you want to get in chat, that's going to be later on in the video for the giveaway. You have to enter by answering a question from something that happened or something I talked about or something I did in a previous video this week. So I also want to answer a question I saw in the chat right before the video. Somebody asked about the emojis. I have special emojis and a little badge. If you see people with a little Cricut badge and special emojis, you get that by becoming a member of my channel. It's free to subscribe. That's costs nothing to subscribe on YouTube. But to be a member, you have to click the join button under the video, and you have two options. For only 99 cents, you can get that badge, and the longer you support, your badge grows, your little Cricut grows, and you also get access to my special emojis. Here's some of them. And I think I have 21. I can add 23. Thank you, Ronald. Ronald says, quote of the day: when someone told me I live in a fantasy land, I almost fell off my unicorn. That's awesome. So for 99 cents, you do get the emojis. The emoji thing is something given to you by YouTube. I have no control over who gets my emojis. And I know people support on Patreon, and I really appreciate that too. But I can't give you the emojis if you support on Patreon. I have no control over, I can't give you access. It's a YouTube thing. The only way to get it is to join that at 99 cents, or you have the option to be a golden member at $4.99. And at $4.99, you also get all my project files I share with Patreon and everything else. But the 99 cents was the cheapest way I could do it, so everybody could get those emojis. Okay, so today is inspired by Mrs. Marlin. Mrs. Marlin is my 5th grade teacher. That was back, I think I was in 5th grade in 1981. How old are you in 5th grade? Like 10? I think I was 10 in 1981. That's a long time ago. But I've never forgotten Mrs. Marlin. Mrs. Marlin was the best. Oh my gosh, my eyes are getting wet talking about her. I haven't talked about her in years. I don't think she's with us anymore. She wasn't young when she was a teacher, so I don't think she's possible that she could be with us anymore. But she's never left me. Never. She has put a mark on me. And through everything I teach, I kind of have a little bit of her in me. Welcome, Heidi. She made us think. Every Friday in class, oh, she was the best teacher. She taught so well, and she never gave us homework. She thought that we should be kids and we should not be working on homework for 3 hours every night. Not even 1 hour. She gave us time to finish our stuff in class. And she let us sit, she had rugs around the class. She didn't make us sit at our desks to do the work. She thought we should be comfortable. She let us sit anywhere we want. We would all go sit underneath the tables, like they'd have tables and she'd have rugs under the tables. We'd go sit there and do our homework. She was a great teacher. But what she did to me, and that helps me teach you, is every Friday she did Galloping Gourmet, where she would bring something in and we would cook something or do something fun. And I remember one time she brought in, thank you, Cindy, welcome. She brought in a loaf of bread, a jar of peanut butter, and a jar of jelly, and a knife and a plate, things you need to make that. And I'm telling you the story because this is what we're going to do today. I'm not answering the questions, you guys are. And what she did is we had to tell her how to make the peanut butter and sandwich. And so we would put, this is dumb. That's what we were thinking. This is dumb. Okay. Well, you put the peanut butter on the bread. So she picked up the jar of peanut butter and put it on the loaf of bread. And she says, okay, I did that. So she made us think. She made us do direct things. And welcome, Bobby. She made us do all these, give her direct instructions. So what I want to do is I'm always answering your questions. And sometimes when you ask a question and somebody answers the question, it doesn't always sink in. That's why I make mistakes or I show you how to do it wrong. And because that's how you learn, is you learn from mistakes. And so today, I want you to tell me, as if I was a beginner, how to do things. And that way, it'll make you think. And some of the people, welcome, Cindy, some of the people that don't, thank you, Tracy, some of the people that don't know the answer are going to learn from all these answers and from all of you, I hope. And so today we're giving away $15 gift card. And I thought, wouldn't it be awesome? Welcome, Melanie. If I don't want to answer the Cricut questions, and that's going to be difficult for me. So I thought it would be more of a fun game if for every Cricut question I answer, I add $1 to that $15. Do you guys want to do that? Who doesn't? I need someone to keep track. Bobby, can I ask you to keep track of if I answer a Cricut question? And if anyone else, wants to help along and say, oh, she answered a question, welcome, Debbie. Then it would be more of a fun game. Kind of like that. Welcome, Linda. Okay. If the chat or video is blurry, you might have to refresh. Okay. So I like to do fun things, right? So let's make me pay for answering your questions. So I'm only going to do what you guys tell me to do. Okay, here, let's go to Design Space. Oh, and I also want to announce, sorry for people that don't like chat before the video. Next Thursday, not this coming Thursday, a week from Thursday. It will be August 15th, I think. The Thursday closest to that. I think it's the 15th. Welcome, Candy and Gloria. Carol Prevost is going to be here. Carol's from Canada. Carol's from Carol's Cricut Crafts. Carol is also a Cricut product expert like me, and she is going to be here with me. And I made a schedule on my channel now for those of you that missed it. Every Saturday, I'm 11 a.m. class. Every Tuesday, we're going to be 12 noon, right? Was it 12? I think 12 noon on Tuesday, and every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Okay, so I think that's our schedule. So in a couple, oh no, I got hiccups. In a couple weeks, Carol's gonna be with us, and we're gonna be answering questions and things and talking, chatting. I'm not sure yet what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit here and talk with you. All right, let's go to Design Space. Yeah, Bobby, keep track, and you guys can help him keep track if you like. He didn't say he would, so I don't know if he was listening. Thank you, Ronald. He was thumbs up number 73. Whoops. Hold on, let me get rid of that picture. Here we go. Okay, we're on Design Space. Oh, let me fix this. So we don't have that so big on here. There we go. Okay. Okay. Question. Huntress Habit says, question, how do you open Design Space? Oh my gosh, I almost answered it. You guys are tricking me. Goldie Perkins on Facebook says, I found the $4.99 membership, not the 99 cents. Goldie, you might be looking on Facebook and not YouTube. On YouTube, you have two options. You have to be on YouTube for the emojis. Welcome, Jennifer. You're keeping track of how many times I answer a Cricut question about Design Space, not questions about my channel or questions about me or... thank you, Bobby shared Carol's channel. So go subscribe to Carol Prevost. Thank you, Rainisa, for the super chat. Okay, we're here on Design Space. If I want to make a project, where do I go? What do I do? Now there is a delay, so there's just a little bit of a delay that will... Okay, pick a project from the project list. Check on the plus new project sign. I want to do a blank project. So I'm going to go with that answer, checking on the plus sign. Okay, now when I want to, let's do this one. I want to add text. We're starting off easier, and then it's going to get harder. So these are really easy to start with. And make sure if you're watching that you refresh and you're watching live. Sometimes on YouTube, if there was an ad, you're missing the first 30 seconds and you're not watching live. Welcome, Creative Notions. Hi, Terry. Put the peanut butter on the bread. Where am I from originally? I'm from Illinois, an hour south of Chicago. See, I'll answer other questions, but not text or Design Space questions. Okay, so I'm going to hit this, and I'm going to hit, I'm going to type in a word. Now, something that a lot of people have trouble with, they want to, you know what, I'm going to add my graph. And I'm not answering questions, I'm just doing things. Okay, now I want to make a sticker that says happy. How do I do that? Welcome, Anne. Thank you, Jeanette. I want to make a sticker. Pat is asking, how do you weld the letters together? Does somebody want to answer that? I can't answer it. You guys are trying to get me to answer questions. Huntress. Terry, I'm from Bourbonnais, Illinois. Terry says Bourbonnais is French for 1 hour south of Chicago. Okay, insert a shape and attach word. So that's the answer on the sticker. I don't think it's the correct answer, but I'm going to do it. So if I insert a shape and attach the word, look what happens. Look, I'm attaching it. That didn't work. Good morning, Lisa on Twitch. Okay, if you flatten it, attach, then flatten. If you flatten it, it becomes print and cut. I'm reading your answers. Select word and flatten. Select all the letters and click weld. That's an answer for how to weld. Okay, you need to flatten. So I saw the answer attach and flatten, and that's what I did here. Is I attached it, but I didn't flatten. So now I'm flattening. Anita says detach, detach. Okay, I'm going to back up. Oh, wait. I backed up too far. Okay, let's bring the shape in. I don't know what happened. Okay, I got a shape and a word. How do we make a sticker? Send the square to the back. That would make it easier so we can see this. Send arrange to the back. Oh, I should have asked you how to send it to the back. But I didn't. Okay, how do we make this a sticker? Move box to the back, then attach and flatten. Okay, I moved box to the back and I'm attaching and flatten. Did that work? Huntress. Change the color. Okay, change the shapes. Color. Okay. Welcome, D. Jones. All right, Anita says reshape the box to the size. I'm reading your chat and then we're going to do it. Change box to white. Make square bigger or word smaller. Make box bigger. You are better at this than we are. Sammy says don't need to flatten, just attach the word and box. That won't work, Sammy. Okay. Yeah, you can't have it too long or you can't post it. Okay, we're going to undo because nothing we did was correct. Well, I guess we need to do more first. Okay, so I'm going to do what you guys said. I'm going to do the correct way. They said resize. Now, we didn't say what size of a sticker or anything, so that doesn't matter. They did say change the color of the box to white. We could change the color of this. Somebody mentioned purple's happy, right? And they said to flatten, right? Okay, now here's the box. Here's the word. 2 different layers. And I'm going to flatten. I'm not attaching. There's no reason to attach. Okay, now what happens if I click make it? Okay, now you can't see the white box because it's white. Let me go back and I'm going to change it from white. We'll make it yellow. And we're going to flatten it again. When it flattens, it's all in one piece. If it's all in one piece, where's it going to cut? I almost answered that for you. Anita, there's no reason to attach. No attaching. You can attach, but it's a waste. No reason for it. It doesn't do anything when we're printing. Okay, so we have this and we're going to hit make it. Yeah, Bobby, I was close. So now, where's it going to cut? Is it going to cut out the word happy? Yes, around the box. It's only going to cut out around the box. Let's go back. We're going to undo. So now this is before we flattened or anything. Now, somebody said to attach. So let's attach it. And that's what happens. Okay, some people say attach and then flatten. So we have attach and I'm going to flatten. And now what's going to happen? It will just cut out the yellow box. Okay. What else should I do? So that is not the correct way. Do we, let's talk about, okay, undo that. Let's move this out of the way. Let's talk about fonts. Oh wait, that's, okay. Here's a font. This is called A Perfect Day. So Ronald, does it have to be yellow? If I were to change this to print, I can't, oh, it did let me flatten. Because it's each one was separate. If you change this to print and I click make it, is this going to cut out the square Like a sticker? Is that going to work? Okay, Linda says undo that. Needed to change the word to print before you flattened. I'm going to go back. So if I, okay, so this is changed to print. And if I were to put this over that and then flatten it, oh no, and then attach it. Is that what she said? Okay. If I were to put this over this and attach it, it doesn't fit. But if I were to hit make it, these letters are going to cut out. It's not going to cut out this square. Each letter will cut out separately because it's attached and it's not flattened to it. So the way I did it was the correct way. What you guys told me was to just put the happy on top of the square and select flatten. That was the correct way. Okay, now somebody asked about welding. There we go. So this is the word. I also, before we talk about welding, how do we curve this? Say we want to curve this. Hunches is trying to get me to answer questions. No, there's no reason to attach and flatten. Kathy says go to the toolbar. Okay, we're going to talk about writing fonts next. Because people are having trouble with writing fonts. Okay. Yeah, go to the toolbar and hit more. I didn't answer that. That was in the answers from you. And hit curve. Now what do I do? Judy, that's wrong. We don't want them to be curved. Was that answering a question, Bobby? Select the word, then go to the curve and tool bar and click on the drop down curve. Okay, I did that. Now what do I do? This is harder than you thought, wasn't it? I'm making you all think. Slide the bar. All right, that's the correct answer. Now, look, I can curve it. Okay, let's do that. How do I get the letters together? Because I don't like the spacing on the letters. Ronald says, I think we are done. Oh, Cheryl, I understand that. Font space. Okay, somebody said font space, so we're going to go up here to font space. Font, oh, that's font size. Letter space. Go to letter spacing. Okay, somebody answered that. Okay, that's good except for this H. I don't like this H so far away. Okay, people are saying ungroup, so I'm going to ungroup. Okay, now how do I get this H over here? Okay, Ann Proctor says, after ungroup, manually move them. Okay, so I'm going to use my mouse and move it closer. There. Maybe this one too. That's good. Maybe if I want them to touch. You said to move the letters if I want them closer. Let's make them touch for fun. Okay. Now, how do I get them? Now, okay, I'm going to get rid of this square down here. They're all separate. Okay, now I want to cut this out. What's going to happen? Bobby. Oh, I can't see it. Can you guys see that? I mean, I can see it, but it didn't spell the word. It put the HPPYA. Why did it do that? How do I fix that? I want it to cut out as one piece of a word. You know what I mean? I'm going to change the color. I'm not answering how to do it. I'm just doing it. So you can see it. Okay, we have an answer. Regroup the letters. So I'm going to select them and group, and then I'm going to hit make it. That didn't work. Okay, we're going to cancel this. I see people saying attach or weld. Okay, I'm going to do one at a time. I'm going to attach. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this. Do you see the cut lines? There's cut lines in between the letters. I want it to be one word. Like if I cut this out of paper, it'll pick up together. Okay, I'm seeing the answer weld. I'm going to undo my attach. So it's not attached anymore, and I'm just going to weld. That's how I want them. I have a space here that each letter is connected. So now when I hit make it, it's all one word and it will cut out as one word. So let's go back. Because that was so long and confusing, I'm gonna redo this exactly as we did it the correct way here. So for those of you that don't know, okay, so I got the word happy. We wanted it curved, so I'm going to click on this more and hit curve. And we curved it a little. And then we went to letter spacing, moved it a little closer. And we wanted to move it more. So we're going to ungroup, move it closer. Oh wait, I did make them touch, didn't I? And so you can't see the lines when it's black, so you can select them all. You can select all images and change them at once. Is that answering a question? Might be. I'll leave it up to Bobby. Okay, this isn't touching. Okay, so what you do So you move the letters manually. Once you get them how you want them, you select them all and weld. That's all we did. We brought the letters out, we curved them, we ungrouped so we could move them closer, and then we weld. So that is how to do it. You only need to weld. There's no reason to group. There's no reason to attach. How do you line them vertically? Well, what was, oh, we had a question first about writing. She could not get writing, so we're going to add another word. Somebody is having a problem. You guys have to answer. I don't like the black because you can't see it as well. They want writing style. And every time they change this to writing, it is bubble letters. But what I think she's doing is going up to line type and hitting draw. How do you choose to make it single line drawing? Go to style, change to writing. Yeah. So, but not all fonts have a writing style. No. If we had it like this and selected draw, it would be bubble letters. So somebody said select style and then go to writing. Now, let's pick a system font. Okay, well that's, why do I have that? Okay, here's a font. I don't have the option to change it to writing, so my only option is to change this to draw. And that's not what I want. How do I find fonts that have a writing style in this area? Like that font I chose didn't have a writing style, so how do I have a writing style that has a single image, a single line? Terry, that's not right. If you select draw, it'll just do the bubble letters. Okay, Anne says to not have bubble letters, you have to have a writing font. System fonts won't have writing fonts, says Jody. Okay, filter, search and filter. Okay, so I'm going to go to filter and I'm going to go to writing. And because I have system fonts, there's none there. So we're going to go to all and make sure writing is selected. Got that answer from you guys. Go to filter. Okay, so then I can choose any of these. hundreds of these. These all have a writing style? Do these all have a writing style? Really? How many do you think there are? There are over 400 fonts in Access. Okay, let's do this one. That's a fun one. It's a big one. So now that won't be bubble letters. Does filter work for shadow fonts too? I'm not allowed to answer, but what if we wanted a word that had a shadow layer? How do we do that? Lynn Foster says she doesn't have that option on her laptop, and she does. Everybody does. Carly Sketch font is a really cool font. I love that one. Okay, you can choose multi-layer. I got that answer from someone. So choose multi-layer, and then all of these have shadow fonts or multi-layer. Some of them are really pretty. This is one of my favorites. Oh, but I have writing style. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. This is one of my favorite fonts for not writing style. And I think this is the first time I've seen this for writing style. Look at how pretty that is. This is the Folk Art Festival. I use this font for a lot of my projects and a lot of my cards, but I've never used the writing font. I don't remember ever seeing this font so pretty. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, the problem there is I still had it on writing, and we wanted multi-layer. So this one has 3 layers. That's not answering a question, right? It's just making a statement. What does this eye over here mean? This eye has a line out, and I only see 2 layers over here. Should I click that eye? What happens when I click the eye? It's a hidden layer. Yes, click it. Oh, look at that. Did you see what happened when I click it? It brings in another whole layer, a shadow layer. It's so useful. So I could hide any of these. Okay, what happened to the A? The A is missing. It's missing a layer. Don't know if that was a glitch. I'll have to check on that layer later and see if it's actually missing. So if you just want a nice layered font, you can do this one. Why is the Y missing too? Huh. I don't know. I'll look into that later and contact the correct people at Cricut if there's a problem with that font. But I've used this font a lot and never had a problem, so I don't know. What will happen if I slice this? Oh, is it in the back maybe? That's weird. It's all one layer. No, we don't need to use another word. I'm just showing you stuff. What happens if I slice it? You get an outline of the letter. Yeah. Okay, let's duplicate all of this first. Let's bring this all back. I'm just going to duplicate the whole word. See? Oh, it only duplicated that layer. Oh, I only had that layer selected. Huh. Let's see. There, now it did the whole thing. Still missing that A. Okay, so I can't slice this because I have too many layers. But I can hide this layer and slice this. I don't think anything's going to happen to that A. It's missing. Oh, look, it's there now. It must have been behind it. That was weird. Okay, so now I have an empty layer if you wanted that, like a bubble layer. Let's ungroup this. Could do that too. You could do lots of Cricut fonts are the best, guys. They're so easy. There's no installing. And you can play with them and get layers. Mary Lou, I think others can hear me. Okay. We have about 12 minutes left. Is there something? Oh, wait. Bobby asked a question. How do you contour? Oh, wait. What happens? How do we contour this? I want to contour this. Let's move this stuff. This word right here. Let's go back. So we're going to click the eye to hide things. That's what you told me it does. We can get rid of these happies. Let's play. How do we contour these? Oh yeah, vertical letters. After we do contour, we're going to do vertical letters. Bottom right contour button. Okay, now what do I do? And what does contour do? Select and click contour. Okay, I did that. Bottom right, yep. Uh-oh. Alexa just said I will begin in my bedroom. Don't know what she's doing in there. Click the parts you want to hide. Okay. So let's do this. We're just going to click on the letters. The inside of the letters. Now what do we do? Click everything you do not want to cut. It takes away or adds cuts. Contour deletes parts you no longer want. Hides what to take out. Okay, we're going to click the X. So this is what happened when I contoured. I don't want these middle pieces. Do I contour again? They said it takes out and removes what we don't want. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see if that worked. Yeah. So it was like a little bubble letter. Let's put it back. Look at this closer. Okay. Whoops. There. That A is still messed up, I think. Okay. Why is my mouse not working? There we go. Well, I didn't do a good job there. See, there we go. Is that? Okay, just that A now. It won't bring that back. There we go. So now we brought it back to how it was. So does that explain contour to everyone? Okay, now Ronald asked about vertical letters. Can somebody tell me how to make vertical letters? We're gonna delete this. So I imagine you hit text. So I got a word happy. How do we make them vertical? Is there something I'm missing? Ungroup and move manually. Okay, Cindy says text, letter, then return. Okay, so text, I got the letter, I hit return, and then do the letter. Is that how? Look at that. Okay, now I want to move them closer together because they're too far apart. Terry says hit return as you type. Cindy, H return, A return, P return, P return, Y return. Very good. Yes, you guys are awesome. Adjust the line spacing. Okay, line spacing. Look at that. I have taught you guys so well. Deborah says, ungroup and arrow, move each one up. That would also work too. How do I get them centered? They kind of look centered, but sometimes they're not. What does this do? The return button is on your keyboard. Either it might say enter button. Enter or return on your keyboard of your computer. Click more and then click align. Align and center, I'm reading. Then it centers them. Okay, this was centered, but sometimes they're not. Let me do this again. Whoops. We can't see it. Move it up. When they're not all capital, let's line space again. I'm just doing what you guys told me to before, but I didn't use capitals. Because when I do vertical, I kind of like capitals. Okay. Let's ungroup. And okay, so we ungrouped and we're going to use the arrow keys now. This is what somebody else said to do. I'm using the arrow keys, moving these up so they're in the exact same spot. Now I want to center these, but they've been ungrouped and I no longer, for all of these, I no longer have the text option for that align. So now how do I center these? So the A is not over here to the left, but in the center of the H, and the P is not to the left. How do I center them now? Ronald says my tire guy does my alignment. Select all, then align center vertical, she says. Align center vertical. Okay, so we're going to select these all. And she said align. And she said center vertical. Oh, I don't think that was the correct answer. Look what happened. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Select all and align. Center horizontally, says Jody. Center horizontally. There we go. Now, what happens when I hit make it? Are these going to stay that way? Oh, this is the capital one. I'm like, why did they stay? Because we ungrouped this one and we moved them separately. This one stayed because it was never ungrouped. This was the first one with the capital letters. We never ungrouped this one. So this one stays this way. So how do we fix this one to also be vertical? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of attach. Select and attach. I'm seeing a lot of people saying you have to regroup. Okay, I'm going to group them and then I'm going to click make it. It didn't work. It's same thing. This was the original, but this one is not that way. And I did group it. Okay, so let's undo that. The grouping didn't work. Okay, I saw people say attach. So I'm going to select this. It's not grouped together, and I'm going to click attach. And now I'm going to click make it. There we go. And it's centered and nice. And some people are saying weld. I could weld these, but because I can't weld, I don't like to weld. And if they're not touching, attach does the same thing. Did I answer a question? Thank you, Ronald. He said, I meditated and then regrouped. Now I need more coffee. Okay, guys. I'm going to go ahead and add $5 to my giveaway because you guys are awesome and I made you do the work today. And because Ronald is so awesome of the super chats. All right, we need to do a giveaway. So make sure you are in the YouTube chat. I'm going to ask a question. Oh, Jamie, I need to throw you the question. Answer. I'm going to ask you a question. And it's going to be something. Let me tell Jamie. It's going to be a word or something that has to do with one of the projects. It's only one word in my videos this week on Tuesday or Thursday. It's a one-word answer, and it has to do with one of the projects that I did this past Tuesday or Thursday. And Jamie is helping me. It's the first person who says it gets a $20. I added $5 because you guys are awesome. To a $20 gift card to anywhere you want, or PayPal, whatever. I'm giving you $20. Okay, I'm glad you guys had fun. I think some people didn't have fun. They like it better when I do it. Okay, no one said it so far. This is not an easy one. I can give a hint, but let's give you more time. Okay, we have a winner. No more guessing. I want to make sure it's the very first one. Okay, we have our winner. You can stop guessing. Okay, wait a minute. I got to go back up to the guessing because, oh, yeah, a few of you have guessed it. Let me go. Because the chat goes so fast, it's hard. Wow, and I didn't have to give any hints. Thank you, Ronald. Yep, I think Kathy Lewis was the first one. Sue Nelson was so close on 2 accounts. Yep, Kathy Lewis. The word was beard. Okay. And for those of you who missed my videos, let me show you. My hair's such a mess today. Because I made this, where can you see this? For Beard Adventures. It's my son's logo for his YouTube channel. So the word was beard. I thought that would be really hard. I thought I was going to have to give a hint. So thanks, guys, for coming, for watching. I'm going to be right back, and we're going to open some viewer mail. Oh, and I also want to show you guys, I got some stuff for viewer mail, but I bought a Lazy Susan. This is a 9-inch. It's a little less than 9 inches, and these are workable, but they don't fit well. I have ordered another one, a 10-inch black one. It's a black solid 10-inch one. I think will work just fine. This one would work okay. This is like you have to cram them in. This is over the edge. Here, let me move this. You can't really tell. One of them, this one doesn't fit in very well, and this one is like completely over the edge here. But if you want one that doesn't take up any extra room, this is still workable for your pen holders. If you missed this video, I did that Thursday night. And these are we made 2 of these. This is made with holographic vinyl for my infusible ink pens. And then my black and silver pens fit into the black one. But I'm going to line these all up. I'm not going to have them in a circle so they all are together because I have too many pens. And then I need to make... Oh, I got the Lazy Susan from Amazon. I almost said Instagram. It's from Amazon. I'm going to make a pink one next, and to put more of my pink ones in, and then I can scoot things over and I'll have more room. All right, guys, let me set up for viewer mail, and then I'll be back. It might be before 12:15 when it's scheduled. Thank you, Ronald. Spinning keeps your ink mixed. Does spinning? That's funny. Yes, it's best to store the Cricut pins upside down. Although with these, you can store them. Oh, you can't see what I just did. You can store them on their side, and you can make like a half a circle. Put 3 of them together, it makes half a circle. You can store them on their side. But with the Cricut pens, you really should store them this way, up and down. Yay! I'm so glad you learned today. I was afraid people wouldn't learn, but sometimes thinking helps. Yeah, if you're using my file in my guide, I created a guide to make sure you're putting this together correctly. It all fits in there. So make sure you follow the video. All right, guys, we'll see you in a few minutes. Bye. Come back, click on my channel, and then you can go to the next video. You're probably already there chatting, aren't you? All right, I'll see you there.